Good evening, everyone. Hope you're well. We'll take a show of hands for questions, please. Someone to start. What's up, Sam?
You were asked on Friday about that Real Madrid game, and you said it would be better. You said, is it better yet? And you said, not quite. But is that performance today the kind of thing you're expecting when it does all come together?
Yeah, because we won, right?
Yeah, but we won because of many things.
Yeah. I can explain you many things we have done right. We didn't win in the past, and as a disaster. The title race was over before the game, and now it will be over after losing or drawing. And now, still they are there. The first half was exceptional in many times. We are not composed enough in the final third. We are a little bit more calm to take the right decisions in the boxes. You have to take a coffee. As a defender and as a striker, and we are so you move all the actions. Always we arrive 1 meter before, 1 meter later, never in a spot. But we are so young in many things. And second half, the connection that we knew that they will push a little bit more. In the first half, we played some long balls and we fought and Omar and Erling, they were there because I know it's an incredible, difficult task. Konate and Van Dijk. To win that balls, I'm not saying that, but the second half not even try. And that ball come quick, come back quicker. Goes quick, come back quicker. And after that, we allow the crowd to be involved, and after can happen. After, it just heads off for the shot for Szoboszlai, like a copy-paste, like Arsenal game. But at the end, being guided for our incredible player, one of the best players I ever played, or trained, in that case, our captain Bernardo, we follow him. I follow him too. So, because when a player put the team always in front of him and do the things through his own example, everybody follow him, me the first. And scored the first one for the assist from Erling and make the assist for the penalty to Mateus. So, and we won finally, I would say, in Anfield. Like always is so difficult. So I'm happy for the result for the guys because we were there. So from the beginning, I said, okay, I know Liverpool always starts strong. We have to start stronger. The first hook punch, we have more chance to win the game.
Mark Wegging's only been at the club for a couple of weeks on an amazing performance like that. What do you think about how he's settled in?
I said from the day one, I need two training sessions for the composer with the build-up and how he moves, watching around. There are central defenders that's watching the ball, and he's always right, left. He knows exactly what is happening around. I said in my press conference, the bright of this club, of this players is good. It's bright because they brought a really, really good players with big personalities, and Mark will become top.
Richard?
He's already, I would say.
You just mentioned about winning finally at Anfield. Obviously, you had one win here in lockdown, but that's your first win.
Yeah, it doesn't count, right?
Well, but I mean, with 60,000.
It's because, it's much better, obviously. Hopefully never again we can come here without people. Hopefully, but it's so difficult. So Anfield is Anfield. The tradition, the history, the crowd. Always you looks like here, so it looks smaller, looks tighter, the pitch always looks not the size like, for example, Etihad Stadium or another, and the players that they have and everything. So, but I think of course, we'll be disappointed. Of course, all the questions would say that it's over. Of course, 6 points is still better than 9, but it still is a lot, considering Arsenal, how strong they are in all departments. But it's better to have. I said the same. 13 games is a lot in the Premier League. FA Cup is coming, the final, the Carabao Cup, the Champions League is here. So many games, injuries and many things. So every team play for something, for Champions League qualification, Europa League conference, not being relegated. Every game, the last 10 games, from my experience, is not a drama, but it's so difficult. And the important is, try to be there and improve. Like the second half was not good enough again, and the game we had done really well in the Spurs was not enough good to win 3 points. Today could happen the same. But it's a young team, and maybe in the future, in the recent future, recent one, we can improve on that.
Mike?
Bernardo
players felt that if they lost here, they couldn't win the title. Did you have that feeling as manager as well?
I didn't tell me that. I'm more optimistic maybe than them. I know 9 points watching Arsenal. That is difficult to think. Are we going to lose more than 3 games, 4 games? Apparently, no, right? But football, you never know. But the feeling is that, you know. But despite of that, always there are targets to do it, you know. Qualification Champions League, FA Cup soon, final Carabao Cup, top 8 in Champions League. Champions League will be there in March, you know, in February, March, I don't know, March. The players are apparently coming. Ruben is back, and Savinho and Jeremy is coming back soon. John is back too. So with that and Kusanov, the first time is at Anfield, no? Come from Uzbekistan, 6 months in France, come here, first time in there against Kite, Salah, and what a game he played, the guy. How he played, the ball, without the ball. First half was extraordinary, the best, one of the best we have played here in terms of, you know, is our team, and improved the second because it was not good.
Sure.
Pep, surely for Ryan Cherky's goal, we have to give it and move on, yeah?
Yeah, common sense, no? We won the game and now it's also like cannot play. I know we pull him, you know, but how many pulls there are in a game that referees play on in this country, in this league, for always. I've been like that because you have to play more and not how many. So give a goal, 3-1. So I can play and we are happy.
Just glad he didn't change the results.
Sorry?
Just glad he didn't change the results, maybe.
Well, it was a 10 seconds, it was long ball from Alisson and the game was over. We've played 1 or 2 more minutes. I remember how many times in Jurgen Klopp time, how many times they score goals in the last minutes. Here's always can happen in football. You know, Van Dijk up front, long ball, second ball, score, free kick, everything can happen in football. We know that. So, but yeah, it's what it is.
Sure.
Just on going back to sort of closing to 6 points, just how important could your experience of previous successes in the title race be? Because it was clear.
No, I don't buy. Yeah, I know it's bad, but I don't buy the product when everyone is before the title race is over. So City is not going to win today, and so it's done. So it's not. It's because we won. It's fine. It's the same team. First half in Spurs was magnificent. The top level, it's 0-3, 0-4, and at the end we draw because we have not. You know that. But in Newcastle, we were much better than Spurs. We didn't do it. Today we were much better than the. We didn't do it. So, and yeah, I had the feeling that we'll improve a little bit, we will not be enough to compete against Arsenal. But still we have margin. They have to be at home. Of course, we have to beat them. And what I said, 13 games in the Premier League, from my point of view, from my little experience, is a lot of time. A lot. Because it's a problem. When you go in the last games playing, I don't know, and any team playing to be in relegation battle, it's a proper game, football game, you know, because they live to survive and they give life. They have long weeks to prepare. You come from FA Cup, you come from Carabao Cup, you come from Champions League. That it make a lot of influence of this kind of things, no? Liverpool was all week preparing that game. We played 3 days ago against Newcastle. So in Newcastle, what happened? Play on Wednesday, travel, arrive at 2 p.m. in Newcastle, I guess. Friday there and Saturday against Brentford. That Brentford have all week to prepare that game. That make an influence in the process, in the fight at the end of the race. That's why being a 9 or 10, 11 points is more difficult. All we can do is be breath in the neck of Arsenal, be in there and try. If they sleep, if they make a, you know, something, they use it.
Thank you, everyone. Have a
Thank
good
you.
evening.
a feeling of anger and a feeling of disappointment. Of course, because first half, City were the better team on the pitch, without creating that many big chances, except for the one from Haaland in the first minute. But they played easier with the ball, but the improvement we've made since 3 or 4 months ago was, I think, visible for everyone. So the second half, our standards went up, and standards in terms of intensity. We were pressing them all over the place, and that is the biggest improvement we've made in the last 3 or 4 months. That players, the whole team is now able, at the highest level against a team that's probably one of the best teams, maybe their best team, or one of the best teams in England, in ball possession. To do so well off the ball is a big improvement, and fantastic second half. Was expecting more than being 1-0 up, but we weren't, and then 2 goals conceded.
What did you make of the decision? Let the goal stand and then basically don't get in there. But what's your take?
Yeah, when you ask me what do you think about the decision, I thought, what do you mean? Do you mean the disallowed goal at City?
Yeah.
The header from us? Do you mean the penalty they got in the away game against us? Do you mean the clear red card on Mo Salah in the second half? Do you mean the penalty they got in the second half? Do you mean this decision? Only over 2 games, and the ones that follow Liverpool know how many decisions of this I can come up with in all the other games as well. Only in these 2 games, all the big decisions that could have gone in some situation to a 50-50, or some people say left, some people say right. I can live with the fact, although I don't like it, that the referee follows the rule book, and Dominic makes a foul on Haaland in that last situation, which is a clear shirt pull, and he was through to goal, so he would have scored. So that's a red card. And I think the Sunderland manager is really happy that he gives the red card. So that's the rule book, and you follow the rule book. And if you follow the rule book, and you have a clear shirt pull from Gueye on Mo Salah, who's for 8 years scoring that ball every single time, 100 out of 100 times he scores that goal, a bit exaggerated, and that is not a red card, then there is more of my frustration. But I can live with the red card from one. If you like football, you say, leave it as it is, it's a goal, it's good for them, it's good for everyone. But if you're the Sunderland manager, you prefer to see a red card. And that's the rule. On the one in Manchester, or this one?
No, yeah.
Oh, okay. If it would have happened on the other side, I would have asked for a penalty. If I would have got it, I'm not sure. So this is there is contact. We cannot debate that. The ball is out of play. We cannot debate that after when he makes the foul. He cannot never get the ball anymore. But for me, this is a clear decision. But I would prefer to talk about the holding of Mo, because that is so obvious that all the attention should go to that. But this is one where I think, but I'm not sure, if the referee doesn't give a penalty, and he was waiting and listening to his linesman, at least that's what I thought, and then he gave it, then the VAR will never interfere again. But what if he wouldn't have given it? Would then the VAR have interfered? That's what we will never know. But I think my main frustration is in the shirt pull of Mo Salah at 0-0, clear and open, 1v1 to the goalkeeper.
That's the 4th time this season that you conceded after the 90th minute, and conceded a winner after the 90th minute, which is the joint most in the Premier League. What do you put that down to? Is it just bad luck, or is there something more than why you conceded so many late goals?
That's every time a different goal, of course. Just before that moment when they scored the 2-1, we went with Curtis in a very promising situation. Mo went deep. Curtis is such a special and good player on the ball, so there was a fair chance that he would have maybe 8 or 10 times. But Gueye had a great interception, great signing of them. Had a great interception in that moment. And that is how the margins between these teams are and were today. But I've said many times, the next step for us is not to rely or depend on that pass or another decision. And we are getting there. The issue is that you don't see this improvement in the league table. And that is always the most important reflection of where you are. Yes.
You expecting Joe or Jeremy back for Sunderland with Dom another right back now out?
Yeah, no, Jeremy for sure not. We knew this when he got injured that was a few weeks. To be honest, I don't expect Joe to be back as well Wednesday, but yeah, you never know. But then he's back after being out for 3 weeks. Would you play him then? You say no, but you don't have to make the decision. I have to make the decision. So yeah, let's see what decision we make. We have probably other players that can play that position as well. And Dom again played a very good game in that position, but unfortunately he's unavailable for Wednesday. Michael.
Arne, you said in the second half, press in particular. What do you put that down to? Did you change anything at half time?
No, we did not change that much in ball possession, in our off the ball work. But I think in the first half you could see moments where we were really close of winning the ball back in a high press, which didn't happen yet. But you also know if you can keep bringing that same energy, one of the team or both teams maybe get a little bit tired. And off the ball is not nice to be a bit tired, but on the ball as well you can start making passes that are not as clear and good as they were in the first half with City. And then momentum is coming, fans are behind the team, you get a lot of energy, and I think that's what we saw in the second half. Very good physical, mental performance from my players.
Well done. Thank you.